Hey, Chad Barker here, and I'm answering questions that you as club members have sent in. Actually, I'm answering one question. This one's sent in by Dick Noel, and Dick has a question about this puzzle that you see here, which is, let me scroll up here. This is Junior 302 exercise puzzle number 2 on crossbox double doubles. Now, this is one of the puzzles since it's an exercise. Exercise number 2, I did not do a video on how to solve it. I just gave it to you and let you figure it out. But he was having trouble with it. And it's interesting that when I went back to solve the puzzle, I was having similar issues that Dick was having, only because of the fact that I can't remember exactly what order that I solved it in when I declared it that this was one that you were going to find crossbox double doubles on. So let me explain where we are right now, and this is basically, at this point, this is basically where Dick is. I'm going to show you a couple of things that are different from what Dick has, but this is a really good lesson to go through, and let's find these crossbox double doubles, because it's actually going to be very instructive here. Okay, so at this point, I've done 1 through 9s. And I've gone back through, and wherever I filled in, let's see here, I filled in numbers. Obviously I filled in a bunch of numbers here. But wherever I filled in the numbers here, like I've gone back through and made sure that I've done the 1 through 9s on those boxes or whatever, so I can, make sure I've got my pencil marks right. And I think I basically got it at the right place right here. So then after doing the 1 through 9s, we've done some easy think outside the box here on row 3 and on row 8. And then we did these columns. I did column 9 first, since it's only 3 numbers, and then went back and did columns 7 and 8. And the thing about columns 7 and 8, they didn't really yield anything of value. Let me point out something right now, though, that's interesting. So as a Professor's Club member, you get access to a junior lesson. This is part of our junior lessons here, but you get access to a bonus junior lesson called double overlapping pairs. And there is actually a double overlapping pairs pattern on this puzzle, so it makes it a good puzzle to use to spot that pattern. So if you do not have access to the double overlapping pairs for some strange reason, because you're supposed to as a club member, and the way to do that, the way to check for that, obviously, is you go into the bachelor's area, and then you look at the menu on the left side where it has freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and in the junior section, you should see 301, 302, 303, 304, and then there's a 310 bonus lesson on double overlapping pairs, and I suggest that you watch that. And then I'm not going to even tell you about it, because it's not on this puzzle. I'm not going to tell you where it is, because it's not really necessary to solve the puzzle, but it probably would help solve the puzzle, as most of the double overlapping pairs does. It actually helps solve the puzzle. So go when you have time, go watch that, and then come back to this and see if you can spot the double overlapping pairs pattern as a practice. Okay, so moving on, though, I wanted to, again, I've done all this. I've done the 1 through 9s and, kind of cleaned that up, and then done something outside the box, and this is where we're at. And this is where Dick is at as well. Now, he's actually done a lot more think outside the box, and we're going to get to some of that in just a second. But I did want to point out one thing for Dick, because you have actually, in this space right here, you have this as a 7-9 double-double. And I know why you did, because if you actually, let's do that. Let's do a think outside the box on this column right here. Okay, so column 2, let's see here. We need a 1. We have 2, 3, 4, so we need 5. And then we need 6, 7, and 9. Right? 1, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And if you look up at this space right here, it's 1, 5, and 6 are eliminated in the row, and therefore it could be 7 and 9. But actually, you'll see, because I have my pencil marks for 7 down here, because after we filled in the 8 and the 1 in these two spaces, we come back and look at the 7 that's over here, and its effect on this box, 7 can only go here and here. So that's row eliminating. And that means that this can only be 9. So let's go ahead and do that first. So this is 9. This becomes 7. So, and then let's go fix the rest of this stuff all around the board. Okay, so now 9 can't go here, so it has to go here. And then this has to be a 4. And then this has to be a 9 because it can't go anywhere else. And then this one up here is a 3. Let me erase some of these pencil marks. And so that we can get in there. So this space right here is a 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just counting through just to make sure. Let me erase my 9 up here. And fix that. Okay. So then we come down here. And what do we have left in this column here? We in column 8, we've filled in the 3, and we have filled in the 9. Therefore, we have a 4, 7 double inbox here and here. And let me actually go back and mention something, Dick, as well, to help make you feel better. After you send in your question, I did this puzzle again, and I actually missed this same thing. Right here at first I missed this 7 that you could fill in the 9 here and the 7 goes here. I missed that with my pencil mark, so don't worry about it. Even I'll miss it too. So okay, so we're down here in this box here. We have the 4 7 double. The other two things that are missing are 8 and 9, and that forms its own double within the box. We still haven't found any cross box doubles yet, right? Nothing of significance, but let's keep plowing ahead. All right, so once we do that, it's now time to do a bit more think outside the box. Okay, so let's do row 2 here and see what we come up with, since that's easy. So we have a 1, we need a 2, we have 3, we need 4, and then 6 is the other number. Yes, 2, 4, 6. And this can't be a 4, and that can't be a 4. So, yeah, with the 4 here, that's the 4 right here, actually forces the 4 to here and the 6 to here. We could have done that without thinking outside the box, actually. So that's a 2 there. All right. Let's see what else we can find and fix here. Last two things let's see here. In this box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 3 goes here and 7 goes here. Last two things in this box, 1, 2. And that's here, right? And then 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So we've done that. And we still have our 8, 9, 4, 7. We have now we have a crossbox double. Now that we have filled in the 8, 9 double down here, we now have a crossbox double that has revealed itself at this point. And that's the 8, 9 double in column 9. So that means that this has to be a 4. There's nothing else that can go there. And then if we corrected our pencil marks here, this is still one of two places for a 7, but 8 actually, and that's what it is. 8 can only go here and here. And then the only other thing that goes in those two spaces here, this space here is a 9. The only other thing that goes here is a 9. And the only other thing that goes here is a 9. All right. So we're making progress here, and maybe it's time now to really look. Actually, let's go 1 through 9s on the rest of these boxes. That may be the only thing that we really need to find is the crossbox double. There's actually an opportunity for another one, but let's just do 1 through 9s because that would be the next logical thing to do here. We filled in so much information. It's really we really need to just take the time to do that. Okay, so actually, since all of this other stuff is filled in for the most part, I just need to do 1 through 9s in these 4 boxes, right? So we've already got 1 indicated where it can go, here, here, and here. And then 2, we filled in the 2, let's see here, we've got 2, 2, 2. So 2 can only go here or here in this box. But then we come down here, and 2 can't go there or there. So 2 actually can only go here or here. So that means we can fill in the 2 right up here. And get rid of those pencil marks and straighten up some others here. And so the only other thing that goes here is an 8. And then 2 can't go here or here. So that means that this is a 2-8 double-double right here. And let's do that. We have now only 2 things left in this column 3, but we could continue with the 1 through 9, so let's do that. So 3 can't be here, or so 3 can only go here, I think. This space here, and this space here. And then here, actually we can fill in the 3 right here. That means the 3 goes here, and not there, not here. And then we have the rest of them. So let's do 4. So 4 can't go here, and it can't go there. That's 2 places that 4 can go, here or here. And if we actually, let's look at this column. We only have 2 things left in the column. What are those 2 things? 1, 2, 3, 4, obviously, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what we have here is that this space can only be 4 or 7, and this space can only be 4 and 7. And we have actually found another crossbox double-double here. This is a 4-7 crossbox here. And so we could come over here and we write our 4-7, and then we can think outside the box with the rest of the numbers. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 8 and 9, right? 1, 6, 8, and 9 are the remaining numbers. We have, this space can only be 8 and 9. This space cannot be 1 or 9. So this space can only be 6 or 8, it looks like. This space here cannot be 8 or 9, so this is 1 or 6 only. And this space here cannot be 8, but it's still 1, 6, or 9. Okay, so again, we found a crossbox double-double, and it does actually help us. Let's see here. So let's think about where 7 can go in this box here, in box 8. So we know that we have a 7 up here that eliminates these 2 spaces, and we just eliminated this space from 7. So let's just we can actually promote our 7 to the upper right corner like that there, and then erase this. Let's look at this box up here again. So 4 can only go in these 2 spaces, here or here, right? Can't go that row, or that column. And then 7 can't go here, but it can still go in all 4 of these spaces. Unless, of course, you spotted the double overlapping pairs, and then you would know that it's somewhat restricted where 7 can go. But we'll just put this space can only still be 4 and 7, obviously. So we were on 4s, and we have our 5s pencil marked, so we don't have any more 5s we can deal with. 6s, 6 can't be here or here, and that means that 6 can only go in these 2 spaces, which forces the 1 to here. So that's going to be a big deal right there. So this has to be a 1. That makes this a 1, and it makes this a 1, and this a 5, and then 5 has to go here. And as we just learned, that 6 can't go, 6 would have to go here. If we had pencil marked it, we would know immediately, but we're faster than that. So we filled in the 1. So we now have this column filled in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we have only 2 things left in this box, in this here, which we could have figured that out before because we had the 2-8 double-double, and that leaves really only 2 things left there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 are here. So here's another crossbox double-double. All right, we just found another one. And that does actually allow us to make a great deal of progress at this point. So we have a 7-9 double-double between here, and that means nothing else. Again, going back to our crossbox double-doubles, 7 and 9, once we find the 2 spaces along a row or in a column where the numbers can go, that means those numbers can go nowhere else in that row. And specifically, we're going to learn that this space right here cannot be a 7. It now has to be a 4, which makes this, let's see here. Actually, that's not, we don't know that yet. Okay, we do know that this has to be a 4. This has to be a 2. This has to be a 7 because it can't be a 4. And then we can fill in the 4, 7 here, like that. And that would mean that this would be 6 or 8 only. So the last two numbers that can go there. And I'm just looking to see if I have any other information about that. Don't have anything yet. But let's go ahead and clean it up a little bit and see if we can. My computer's acting a little slow here when it comes to erasing. It's happy about writing, but not about erasing for some reason. I'm not sure why. Clean up the 4 here. But actually, we do know now, actually, since this is a 7, 9, now there's only one other number left along the row. And what is that? It looks like it's probably a 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 6. There's 8. Well, we have the 7 in the cross box. There's 8, and we have 9 in the cross box. So it is 6. And we do have the 6s to confirm that, just in case we were wondering. Okay, so that's another one. And I must admit that I'm going to tell you the truth here is that part of finding these crossbox double-doubles depends on the order in which you solve. So if you solved it a little differently than I'm doing right now, you may not actually find some of these crossbox double-doubles. So it's hard to say whether or not some of these double-doubles are absolutely necessary to solve if you might have been able to find a different way. But let's finish this column here since it's basically filled in with the double-double, the inbox double-double down here with 6, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a 7, right? So there's 7. And then we have 8 and 9. So that solves the 7, 9 double-double here and here. And then the 9 here, right? Yes. That makes this have to be, well, let's put it this way. This has to be a 7. Forces the 7 to there and the 8 to there. That solves the 8, 9 double-double down here. That 8 here solves the 6, 8. 8 here, 6, 8. The 8 here solves the 2, 8 here. So 8 here and 2 here. We only have these two spaces left in the box. It's the last two spaces along each of those rows, so we can solve that easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8 has to go here and 9 goes here. Then we only have these two spaces left on the whole board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which can't go here. It has to go here. 7, 8, and then we have 9 here. Okay, so and there's your solution right there. So again, their crossbox double-doubles are there. Some of them are maybe necessary. Certainly all of them help solve the puzzle. But Dick, I hope that answers your question and helps you move through. Again, I think that possibly where you were, one thing that was contributing to the stuck point was contributing to your being stuck was the fact that you were missing this row eliminating 7 up here in box 2. You had it pencil marked. I see it on your puzzle. You have that pencil marked, but you were missing its impact on this space right here. That would have helped you make a lot more progress. And probably then you would have found the crossbox double-doubles. But thanks a lot for sending this in because it's really important. I'm sure that others have had questions on this as well. So thank you for doing that and keep the questions coming. Hey, if you like that lesson and you want more like it, you may want to check out the Sudoku Professor's Insiders Club, where you get access to lots of great resources, solving tips and strategies, our exclusive puzzle library, a fantastic community of like-minded Sudoku enthusiasts, and much, much more. There's a link in the description down below. I'm Chad Barker, your Sudoku professor, and I'll see you in class.